it's just work. It's not easy, and we could all be blown apart. But heaven is a fire escape you try to cling to in the dark. It's just work, believe me. Still, my beating heart will all be free to fall in love with who we want and say, yeah, people of the pride, go.
Okay, it should be fixed now. Thanks for letting me know, Tim. It shouldn't be unlisted though. Okay. So yeah, let's fix this. Okay. So, yeah, just YouTube, just for UBL, because I don't want to download Twitch VODs, then edit them, then upload them to YouTube. So it's easier, it's gonna stay here on YouTube. Less work for me. Alright, so OBS is telling me encoding is overloaded, but okay, yeah. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster preset. I'm not going to do any of that right now. As for the playoffs, let's see what it's going to look like on stream. So, yeah, it looks nice, right? Yeah, you can see the playoff tree. So, sadly the Kermits couldn't make it. The Wolves that beats or the All-Stars potential upset couldn't make it. So the top four, well, the top, okay, never mind. Who's out of the Oh, Pod Dog, right? Pod Fox team was eliminated. I guess we're just reading some pings, but yeah, we're back. Push those go the hardest. Yeah, the second round was way more interesting than the top 8, the quarterfinals. No offense, Tim, but he also did have a 7-game series that was pretty good. But it was. Also, it's pretty cool. Yesterday I was playing, well, because me and my girlfriend the dudes are long distance right now, so we were playing Wordle last night, and I figured out, and I was streaming Wordle, I believe. I figured out it's pretty funny when I was, although it doesn't make much sense when I'm looking at something on my monitor. It looks like I'm looking at it on the monitor, and the green screen does help for comedic effect, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this for much on UBL for comedic effect. What would be cool if it was like automatic, if I zoom in on a stat line, like for example game logs, overtime, then scout out one team, then the other. But yeah, it doesn't work. Does not work. Requirements indeed. Do we have any semi-finalists in chat right now? MG was on Discord, but Card was on Discord as well, but he's at work. MG might be at work. I don't know. It's Saturday. Jedi probably asleep. Definitely asleep. And Vin is always busy, so maybe not. Yeah, also breaking news from the Sixers. In CDLA. As the Hall of Fame GM duo is going to be splitting up, sadly. So that sucks. Alright, so we're not gonna watch 2 games per day. We're gonna watch 1 game per day. The closer series is Nunavut versus the Eagles. So we're gonna go there. How visible is everything here? It is. Okay. Good. So I don't know how loud the music is, or if you can hear it at all. But let's get to this. Semifinals. Game 1. Nunavut versus West Coast. 1 game separating the 2 teams during the regular season. Eagles start off better. The Eagles have the regular season MVP Josh Jones, 8 points so far. 8 points from Terrell White. And Frazier, 4 points for now. Not too great, but it is a very high scoring first quarter. Nunavut does take the lead by the end of the first, and it's going to be 37. Oh, tied game. 37 apiece right now at the end of the first. 16 points from Terrell White, 11 from Jones, and Joel Duffy 13 points off, not off bench. 13 now from Josh Jones as well. 14 fouls compared to 9 for Nunavut. Oh, you can hear it. It's good. Okay. 3 minutes until halftime. Eagles up by 6, up by 7 now. Okay. At halftime, Eagles are going to have the advantage, it seems. Ooh. That's a lot of points in the final 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the end of the first half. The score was 69 to 61. 69 to 63, 6-point difference. Then in 2 minutes, from a 6-point difference to a 17-point difference. Crazy 2-minute run for the Eagles, giving them the double-digit lead at halftime. 21 points from White for Nunavut, 15 from Frazier. The Eagles 21 from Duffy, Jones 19, 13 from Michael Ongley. And the Eagles maintain that lead, try to extend it to a 20-plus point lead, and right now 22-point lead for the Eagles. 16 fouls. Okay, they're catching up in fouls, but not in score. Really. This looks like a one-sided game. Although, can Nunavut cut it closer now? Make it back into the game. Almost made it a single-digit deficit, and they do. 1 minute to go. The lead is, thanks to a low push by Josh Jones. Now it's a 7-point lead yet again. Frazier with the foul, but let's see first. 26 and 10 double Frazier. Terrell White 30 points, 14 rebounds, foul trouble, and 20 from Jeff Dietz. 24 and 5 from Josh Jones. 27 from Joel Duffy. 10 points, 12 rebounds from Brendan Gines. Josh Jones makes the first. And 1. Okay, never mind. White, okay, turns it over, and Gines with the dagger, 3-pointer, 11-point lead for the Eagles, and that's going to be it. 127 to 117. The number 2 seed Eagles take a 1-0 series lead. As for the other series, the Lancers defeat the Condors by 15 points. Staten, 42 points, 13 rebounds. Excellent showing for him, but the rest of the team didn't show up much at all. Meyer for the Lancers was the top player, but closely behind was Ben McPherson, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 rebounds for Meyer, and 17 off the bench for Dion Tipton. As the Lancers are 3 wins away from the finals. I don't believe we've had any injuries. No. So let's go. Yeah, the overall would be red, wouldn't it? So we just watched Eagles, none of it. So let's go to, I don't know, Philadelphia. Solid start for Pittsburgh as they do have the lead. As it quickly disappears, the Lancers now with the advantage 23 to 26 points from McPherson Meyer, 8 points, 11 off the bench, Brett Holcomb. 8 points from Eric Staten for Pittsburgh, but they are down by 9 points already at halftime. 5 from Stone, 6 from Yazi Free. The Lancers maintain the lead. Not quite as close as the first half of the previous game, but hopefully closer than the second half of Lancers versus none of it. Okay, now we're close. 1.5 minutes to go. Pittsburgh only down by 3. This time tied game. 20 seconds to go at halftime. No one scored, and Pittsburgh ends the first half with a 2-point lead. 22 points from Staten. He had 42 points, I believe, last game. Holcomb this time 14 points off the bench. Last game it was Tipton with 17, I believe. Alright, Lancers now take the lead yet again. 15-2 run in the first 6 minutes of the third, but Pittsburgh claw their way back into the game, now only down by 5 again. 3 minutes to go in the third. Pittsburgh down by 10 yet again. They were closer though. End of the third, and 90-83, 9-point lead for the Lancers. 28-9 from Staten. Stone, 19 points, 10 off the bench from Taylor. For Pittsburgh, for the Lancers, 24-12, double-double for Meyer. McPherson, 22 points, and 14 from Holcomb off the bench. Nine minutes to go in the game. Lancers up by 12 points. 99-89 now. 7 minutes to go. Lead down to 7. And it's back up to double digits. 5 minutes to go. Increases yet again. Pittsburgh can't quite climb their way back into the game, down by 15 points. Pretty similar scoreline to last game. And it's not going to be close in the end. Staten finishes this one with 33 points, 12 rebounds. Stone, 19 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 13 off the bench for Taylor. 31 points, Tyler Meyer. McPherson, 25 and 9, 17 for Holcomb in the end. As Pittsburgh is down to 2-0. The Lancers 2 wins away from the finals. Now let's see if none of it can tie the other series, or if the Eagles are gonna take a 2-0 series lead. And on paper, none of it is the better team. And they do manage to tie the series at 1 apiece. No injuries. 32 from Jeff Dietz on the winning side. White, 28 and 12, double-double, and 26 points, 10 rebounds by Frazier. 33 points by MVP Josh Jones, along with 10 rebounds and 6 assists, along with 4 steals, 4 turnovers. In a losing effort for the West Coast Eagles. Right, no home court advantage, so the series does not move back and forth at all. At least there shouldn't be. Would be pretty sad if there was. Okay, there is. Actually, that's fine. No. I forgot. So many tournaments. It's fine for this because, I mean, what's the point of a regular season if there's no home court advantage in the playoffs? So the series moves to Nunavut and to Pittsburgh, as they will have a chance to win some games here. Well, Pittsburgh will. Nunavut already won a game. And we're moving to Nunavut. Game 3 of the series. Not as high scoring as game 1 in the series that we watched, but it is pretty close. 11 points from White for Nunavut. Fraser with 8 points. 7 from Giants. Jones 3 points. 9 from Joel Duffy. 9 minutes until halftime. It's a very low scoring game this time around. But Nunavut does take the lead, and a very slow second quarter actually. And they pull ahead now, but never mind. The Eagles climb their way back into the game, down by 2 points, by 4 now. Now it extends the lead a bit further. Oh, whoops, I scrolled down. Substitutions. All right, halftime, 56-59. Well, 59-56. Nunavut lead. They're up by 3. 17 from White. Dietz 9 points. 14 from Fraser. Fraser also in foul trouble with 3 fouls. But so is Josh Jones and Josh Coots on the Eagles team. All right, next up we have the third quarter of the game. Ooh, not good for the Eagles. Nunavut off to a strong start to the third. White, already a double-double for him. 19 points from Fraser, 7 rebounds. Oh, but they're bouncing back into the game. And the advantage that Nunavut built in the third quarter completely disappeared by the end of it, in the final minute and a half or 2 minutes, as the 10-point lead disappeared entirely. Ten minutes to go in the game. 94-90. Yeah, still a pretty close game. 31-12 from Fraser. 26 from the MVP Josh Jones. 24 from Joel Duffy. 99-99. 6 minutes to go. 103. The Eagles with the lead for the first time since the first quarter, I believe. 2.5 minutes to go. Josh Coots grabs the rebound. Low push shot by Coots, no good. Dietz rebound, Nunavut possession. Conway blocked by Thosby. Jones rebound, Jones 3-pointer, 2 minutes on the game clock, and it's good. 4-point lead, Eagles. Nunavut mid-range shot, good as well. 1:56 to go, that's only 4 seconds later. Green with 3-pointer, blocked by Mark Seward. Emir Hill rebound, Nunavut possession. Jeff Dietz low post shot, and it's good. Ties the game. 1:21 to go. Josh Coots attempts a low post shot, and the Eagles take the lead yet again. Greenwood with the steal off Milos Shehovic. Non-shooting foul on Shehovic. Giants shot at the rim, tries to double the lead, but it's no good. 39 seconds to go. Nunavut really needs to score. They grab the rebound. Seward mid-range shot, fails to tie the game. He breaks the shot. Giants rebound, Eagles possession. Nunavut should probably foul them at this point. Maybe not. It's a 2-possession game right now. And Scott Long with the steal off of the MVP. And they call a quick timeout to drop a play. 3-pointer to Terrell White. 10 seconds on the game clock for the lead. And it's good. Bang! Terrell White. 1:16-1:15. 5 seconds on the game clock. Michalis Papantino. I don't know, but the Eagles bench did say no at the end. And steal off of the MVP yet again. Josh Jones, 2 turnovers. in the final 20-something seconds of the game. Foul by Mike Longley. Actually, it's a very smart foul. Even if they score 2 free throws, it's only going to be a 3-point lead. White sinks the first and the second, so that gives time for the Eagles to drop a play here and tie the game with a 3-pointer, but they failed to inbound it in the end. And none of it turns the series around. After going down 1-0, they take a 2-1 series lead, thanks to a dramatic finish and quite a clutch play with 10 seconds to go. Terrell White's 3-pointer, which sadly is not part of the clutch plays, but it was quite important. Alright, Nunavut, the 3 seed, with a 2-1 series lead. Similarly, Lancers take a 3-0 series lead, sadly for Pittsburgh. On the winning side, Meyer, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. McPherson with a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. For a second I thought it was only 4 turnovers, but it's 4 steals and 19 turnovers compared to 11 turnovers from Pittsburgh, but sadly the rest wasn't that good for Pittsburgh. 30 points, 8 rebounds from Staten, who has been excellent in this series, but the rest have been very lackluster, as the Lancers are now 1 win away from the finals and at least a $15 gift card. It's pretty funny saying it, but it is true. Alright, what do we have here now? We are now, watching the Lancers in Pittsburgh. Just leave it here. Solid start, 6-0 run for the Lancers. Pittsburgh still haven't been in the lead at this game. 10 points from Staten. Staten has been excellent. 8 points from Meyer and McPherson. 4 points, 3 rebounds for Meyer as well. Jacoby Cole, 6 points, 6 from Patloos as well. Approaching the end of the first quarter, and it's going to be an 8-point lead for the Lancers, 36-28. 12 points from Staten. And Pittsburgh actually getting close to the Lancers now, but can't quite tie the game nor take the lead, but it is quite close right now. Down by 1 point. Can they take the lead? Tied game. That was not an and one, so 2 free throws. Second free throw for their first lead of the game, and misses it. They fail to take the lead this time, but no, Lancers take the lead yet again, extend it to a 7-point lead thanks to a quick 7-0 run. Again, Pittsburgh tied. Oh, what, wait. Oh, they had the lead, 59-58. There we go, I missed it. Very brief lead before Pavel Guerin slammed it home. But it is a pretty close game. Pittsburgh looking to stay alive and in the series, not to get swept in the semifinals. 66 and they take the lead yet again, 71-69. And they look to maintain that lead. But will they be able to do so? 18 points from Staten. Stone, 13 points, 12 and 7 from Yazi Free. Travin Butler, 14 points. As we still have a tied game at our hands. Lancers not. It was a tied game at the end of the third, and the Lancers score on their first possession of the fourth quarter, take a 2-point lead. Time to hydrate. Eight minutes to go. Still on the seesaw at the moment. 6 minutes to go. Pittsburgh with a 3-point lead. Extend the lead to 8 points now. 3 minutes to go. 8-point lead yet again. 1:45 to go. 16-point lead at this point. And it looks like the Condors are going to run away with this one. Final score 122-111 as they avoid the sweep. But will they stay alive even after game 5. 30 points, 11 rebounds for Staten, Stone, and Free. Double doubles for all 3 of them. And all 5 of their starters scoring in double digits. The winning side had quite a good performance. McPherson was the best player on the losing side. Meyer had 27 points, 12 rebounds. McPherson with an all-around good performance, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and only 3 turnovers on 50% shooting. Alright, now we have game 4 on the other series. Nunavut with a 2-1 series lead. Will they be extending the lead to 3-1, or will the Eagles be tying the series? From a spectator point of view, definitely would like to see a 7-game series and the Eagles tying this one. So let's see what it's going to be like, what it's going to be. And the Eagles do tie the series. Both teams now with 2 wins, and we're back to square one. Tyrell White on the losing side, 37 points and 10 rebounds. Michael Fraser fouled out after 35 minutes of play time for him. Josh Jones, 25 points, 15 rebounds, 8 of those offensive rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. 11 points off the bench by Owen Dosby. 17 from Longley, and Joel Duffy, 18 points in the win. Negating the home loss they had against the Nunavut in game 2. Neutralizing it. Alright. There we go. So, where were we? Game 5. We just watched. We're gonna have to watch the elimination game, right? No, not yet. We're gonna watch game 7s. But if it ends, it ends, sadly. If it ended, it ended. Okay. Halfway through the first, Nunavut do maintain a slight lead, but nothing too significant that the Eagles can't get to by the end of the first. And they managed to do so, actually. They were only down by 2 points, I believe, at the end of the first. Jones, 7 points, 5 rebounds. 11 points from Dietz, 11 from Frazier. Terrell White, 10 points, and 8 from Scott Long. Scott Long, I believe, is also the name of a CDLA player, completely unrelated and randomly generated. And as I'm talking away, quite a significant lead has been built up by Nunavut in the second quarter. They are now up by 13 points, entering the second half of the game. 17 points from Frazier and White, 7 rebounds from Frazier as well, along with 4 assists and only 1 turnover. As the lead completely disappears thanks to a 16-5 run in 5 minutes into the third quarter by the Eagles. 16-5, and this game is tied. God damn it. Blink and teams go on double-digit series runs, small runs. Anyways, 3 minutes to go until the end of the third. The Eagles now have the lead again. They're up by 4 points. 5 seconds to go. Stop. 82-78, 4-point lead, 4-point advantage for the Eagles. 32-17 third quarter, and the momentum fully on the West Coast side. What will Nunavut do, and how will they answer? I think Frazier and White haven't scored at all in the third quarter. They were both at 17 points by the start of the first. What happened to Mark Seward? 0 points. Fall trouble. But the Eagles do have the lead and almost extended to double. Wait. Yeah. I didn't look at the score nor the game clock too closely, but it wasn't that close in the end anyways. 7-point win for the Eagles, 113 to 106. Josh Jones double 28 and 10 at 20 points from Coots, 18 from Duffy, 18 for Coots, Giants 13. 36 from Jeff Dietz, but the bench was non-existent for none of it. And also Marcus Seward's 0 points don't help at all. So basically 4 players combined for I don't know how much, and the rest of the team combined for 5, 7, 12 points. So 4 players combined for 94 points, and the rest of the team combined for 12. Not ideal. And the Eagles are now 1 win away from the finals. I'm curious if Pittsburgh is going to be staying alive. I hope so. It would suck to lose in 5 games after reaching the semis. And they do. Oh my goodness, what a game. 144 to 141. 50 points scored by Pittsburgh in the third quarter, and they're staying alive. Alan Stone, 26 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, almost a triple-double, 34 points from Staten, who has been excellent this series. McPherson, 29 and 13, double-double, 33 and 8, along with 7 assists from Meyer. McLean, 17, 20 from Cole. For the losing side, Cole also fouled out. But, hey, exciting series after all. 3-0 leads be damned. Be damned. Right, 3-2 series leads by the higher seeds. So we checked, so we know there's home court. I forgot. The season started 3 months ago, so I forgot the settings that I set. But we know there's home court. We know that the game 6 is played at home for the lower seed. So Pittsburgh and Nunavut with the advantage to tie the series and force game 7s. We just watched the Eagles and Nunavut, so we're going to watch Pittsburgh versus the Lancers. Lancers. So, where were we? Halfway through the first? Pretty close game, actually. The majority of Pittsburgh's points scored by 3 players, Stone, Free, and Staten. McPherson leading the Lancers in scoring with 9 points, approaching the end of the first quarter, and very low scoring game compared to the last one. Pittsburgh up by 4 points, and completely disappears, the 4-point lead. From McPherson, Meyer 12 points. As the Lancers absolutely stomp Pittsburgh, holding them down to single digits for 8 minutes. They scored 9 points in 8 minutes, as the Lancers now have a 20-point lead. Let's speed it up a little bit, see if the Condors can pull off a comeback here. Not looking too great now. Maybe. The lead increases by 7 points in the third for the Lancers. 13-4 run by Pittsburgh to start the fourth. 15-4 run. Can they come back to the game? 5 minutes to go. Down by 20 points though. Not looking likely. And it's garbage time. Sadly for Pittsburgh, the game is over and they are eliminated, and we'll have to settle with a $5 gift card as the Lancers move on to the finals thanks to a 4-2 series win. Congrats to MG, Mega Blast. Blasting his way to the finals. Mega Blasting. Right. What remains? Eagles versus none of it. Let's see if we're gonna have a game 7. Oh no, game 7, none of it. Oh, but at what cost? Greenwood and long injuries. Greenwood will be injured for 5 games. The Lancers, no, Pittsburgh. But yeah. Or did I say Lancers? Is that what I said? Yeah, Pittsburgh. So it's quite tragic for none of it actually. They were the number 1 seed for like 80% of the season. Ended up as the number 3 seed. And they lose in the semis. A lot of the test sims had the Lancers versus none of it in the finals, with the Lancers winning 95% of the test sims. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, according to the power rankings, and okay, only 1 overall down for the Eagles. But the playoff team rating is a lot higher for the Lancers than the Eagles. Yeah. Sure, yeah. So no game 7s, and we move on to the finals. And the first finals of UBL, and the only finals of the first season, as the Eagles take a 10-point lead now. Oh, moving a bit too fast. I think that was when we were waiting to finish the blowout of Lancers versus Condors. Can't believe they picked Henry Cohn debut. Looking at BGMA draft, but meanwhile in the second quarter, the Eagles do maintain the lead. Not quite moving into the double digits right now. Yes, full reset. Tim. Full reset and new rules. Well, similar rules. I'm still not sure what the rules for season 2 will be. I'm gonna take suggestions based on experience from this season. I mean, even right now, just feel free to write if you have any thoughts on it. Of what could be improved. The game is somewhat close, 86 to 77. For the Lancers, it's mostly McPherson and Meyer, really, 27-23. And for the Eagles, it's mostly Jones, Giants, and Duffy. The Lancers making it a close game right now, only down by 5 points. The Eagles do keep the lead, though, 11-point lead. 5 minutes to go. Will they survive? The Lancers are pretty much the favorites right now. The number 1 seed. And they won 95% of test sims. But the Eagles look like they're gonna comfortably win game 1 and take a 1-0 series lead. So no sweeps, at least. Yeah, there's a lot of top-heavy teams. Well, yeah, that's true. I was worried. But it is a good... I was worried about the bench being too strong, but this way it's too weak. So it does need to be buffed a bit. You're right. How do you feel about removing the ratings and drafting based on stats? So scouting players based on stats, advanced stats, etc. Like let's say there's 200 players. There would still be the cloning. You would still increase their ratings, but you would know what their baseline ratings would be. You'd prefer without the ratings? Because also that way it would be closer to a basketball experience rather than a game experience, and it would also be more difficult to game it, so to say. Where you'd notice, if I remove 2 overall, he's gonna drop. But then the whole system of how you select players would need to be different. Like, I'd probably have to... Or it would be the same. I would have... Maybe the system would be... And the Lancers here have quite a comfortable lead. 20 point lead now, and it's only 7 minutes until halftime. So let's just see if the Eagles can come back into this one. But it looks like the Lancers will be tying the series. So what I could be doing is still separate the players into different tiers, but you would know what overall which player was. So there would be an overall range of 65 to 70, for example. And you'd know there's 20 players in that range, but you would not know their overalls if you decrease or increase their overall, if it moves them up or down a tier. You wouldn't know that, and I wouldn't notify anyone of that. I would only reveal it after the season is finished. So that could be an idea. But it doesn't look like the Eagles are coming back into this one. Speed it up a bit more. But not many people like the rating list aspect, so it depends. I just put it up for a vote. The thing with voting, especially like league-wide voting, is it gives people a chance to form an opinion about something, and if their opinion is not voted for, they'd be more inclined to actually not participate, which I wouldn't like. I'd like to for as many people as possible to participate. So that's one part I don't like, but maybe it wouldn't be bad to just put up for a vote. Alright, series tied 1-1. I didn't check the box score, by the way. For the winning side, 32 both from McPherson and Meyer. No double doubles at all for the Lancers, nor the Eagles. 29 from Josh Jones. The series now, it's still the series is still in the Eagles' favor at the moment because they won one game while away. Alright, you think you would prefer that method of changing values because all time should keep under overall? Yeah, when tweaking players into making builds you like. Yeah, I understand that. It gives a lot more freedom as well. Alright, that's something to think of. I definitely like it. Alright, second quarter. Pretty close game actually. And it's not low scoring at all. Although now 14-4 run by the Lancers. They do have a 2-point lead. Alright, the Eagles are back. 19 points from Meyer, 15 from Jones, 10 from Cole, and 9 from McPherson. Yeah, honestly, the worst part about this is me not participating. And if we did rating lists, I mean, it's fine. But I also wouldn't be able to participate again. But I also like hosting and creating leagues. And it's most definitely going to be without a prize pool next time. I think I already wrote about that because I added the prize pool because I don't know if you remember when the league started. I was hoping to get like 40 to 60 teams But it just wasn't an actual incentive for people. Like, I think we have around 50 people in the server and we have 21 teams. Which sucks. Well, it doesn't suck for the guys participating because they have higher odds of winning. But yeah, the Lancers are winning this one. Most definitely. It just sucks that there weren't 20 teams, because the ideal scenario would be to like have a 40 team league with everyone making the playoffs. That would have been super cool. Like even 60. I was hoping for 60, but that would be crazy. And a huge blowout here. The Lancers lost the first quarter, but absolutely dominated afterwards. McPherson 29 and 11 double-double, 36 and 13 from Meyer. Cole 17 points, McLean 13 off the bench from Brad Holcomb. Josh Jones 23 points and rebounds, 6 assists, 16 from Coots. Joel Duffy 15. Alright, so the Lancers now win one away and neutralize the advantage that the Eagles had when they won game 1. And the Eagles are also one game closer to being fully healthy again. Let's go to game 4. Alright, what do we have here now? Let's slow down a little bit. Alright, the first quarter is over. The Lancers do have the lead. McPherson 13.6 rebounds on the leading side at the moment. Patlis 9 points. Leading scorer is William Dowdle for the Eagles, 22-year-old off the bench. Longley 8 points. But that first quarter advantage is quite significant for the Lancers. Will the Eagles be able to come back into this one? I feel like that's been the case for the past 3 games, really. Jones really struggling, 3 for 9 from the field. Joel Duffy leading scorer, 17 from McPherson and from Meyer, 19 now from McPherson. Double-digit lead maintained by the Lancers. Up by 13, by 16 now. 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And maybe 7 minutes to go. Can the Eagles... No, okay, single-digit lead. 5 minutes to go. It doesn't look like they'll be able to catch up. 24 points in the end for Josh Jones, though. He woke up in the second half. The first, if he played better in the first half, they would have had it, most likely. Or at least they would have been close. This way, 14-point loss as the Lancers take a 3-1 lead in the finals. Triple-double for Ben McPherson, making a case for finals MVP. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 24 and 15 from Meyer. 20 points by Dion Tipton off the bench. And potentially the final game of the season. 3-month-long season. began on December 28th or 29th, I can't remember, of 2021, now ending on February 26th, 2022. For you watching in the future, most likely future me, I wonder how many years from now, we'll see, but this will stay on the YouTubes. 12 points from Ben McPherson in the first quarter, 6 from Jones, their leading scorer, but they are in the game actually. The game is pretty close, and the Eagles do take the lead. (41-38). Alright, looking to stay alive in the finals, not looking to lose. Especially not in 5, trying to make it interesting, maybe 6-game series. 13 points from Joel Duffy, yet again their leading scorer. Jones a disappointment so far in the finals. 20 points from McPherson and Meyer, 8 rebounds for McPherson as well. But they're trying to catch up, but can't quite get there yet. Down by 6, 7, 8, and now 10 points already yet again. The Lancers pull ahead. Everyone's favorites pretty much at the start of the playoffs. They struggled slightly during the regular season, but managed to correct their record and go up to the number 2 seed. They also, I believe, had the longest win streak during the regular season at 17 wins. 17 or 18 wins in a row during the regular season. But the Eagles are back. The Eagles are back. 86-85. Let's see if they can win this one. Pull off a miracle. 6 minutes to go. And the lead is up to 13 points yet again. Quick run by the Lancers completely neutralizes the Eagles' momentum. 1:50 to go, 14-point lead for the Lancers. 1 minute to go in the season. Seems like it's gonna be all over. But it's happiness for the Lancers as they go home with the win. 114 to 107 in Game 5. 4-1 win in the finals for Mega Blast. Congrats! $25 gift card. Jedi $15 gift card. McPherson 29 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Most likely finals MVP, but we have Tyler Meyer here as well. 37 points. 37 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Excellent performance for him. Jones ended the game with 27 points. Solid, not bad actually. If you look purely at the stats, 27-9, but then you see 10 for 26 from the field. He was quite bad in the first half as well. Hey Mega Blast, congrats! See you in the chat. Implement gambling. I mean, I'd probably need some help running it. If we had something keeping track of it. But not real gambling, not real money. But we could gamble something we could make a currency for the season, maybe. Maybe. Could be interesting. But yeah, excellent. Very dominant performance. But bits. Very dominant performance. Alright, the Lancers go down in history of UBL, winning the first ever season. So, the plan is to continue using this export. So we will have this history. Definitely no real gambling. We will use this export. I'll just save it. UBL post playoffs. Stat number 1. Don't gamble. No, don't gamble. The UBL League Office official stance is against gambling with real money. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, So, if you're still here, I have a few more questions. The one is, should we ban using the same team in consecutive seasons? So, for example, for second season, should we force people to make a different team? The players will be completely different. The players right now, as they are, will be retiring and will be gone. But should we remove the teams as well? Or should we allow coaches to keep the teams? UBL cryptocurrency. That would be pretty funny and interesting. Like, it would be worthless, but it would be nice if it existed. No, we should not do that. Yeah, maybe you're right. We should allow rebranding, at least. Yeah. I think some will want to change. I know Grady will want to change. Although he wanted to change his team before Taz died. Now after he died, I don't know. I don't know now. Yeah, that's the reason why I brought it up. That's the reason why I brought it up. I mean, if some teams want to change, they should change, but we shouldn't force them. In the end, it's for fun. But yeah, the other one is the ratingless idea that I had. There was some other suggestions, but I can't remember them right now. No, card suggesting no players above 60 overall for season 2. Not allowed, Tim. Not allowed. Nah, just kidding. Screw Johnny. Worst player ever. Can't believe I re-signed him again. Can't let him walk away for free though. Random rebrands would be more fun. What do you mean random rebrands? Yeah. I also like the idea of 4 games per day instead of 2. 3 months might be a bit too long, but I don't know. It was okay. We could also do 3 games, what Rikaza said. Oh yeah, MG, since you're here, is it possible to remove... so if we did the ratingless part, what if we remove the ratings? Is it possible to remove ratings and badges? But I don't know if we're gonna go with that as well. Yeah, 3 might be better. 4 might be too fast. But also the number of games, if we have more teams, yes, I'm very excited, yes. If we have more, the season length will also depend on the number of teams, to be honest. Because if we have more teams, we might, because the head-to-head needs to be, right now it's 4 games. Maybe it doesn't need to be 4 games, maybe we can keep it at 3. Yeah, the fake teams. Hide inactive teams. Okay, we can remove both. That's pretty nice. If you end up going that way, that route. So we can lower it also to 3 games between three head-to-head regular season games. But okay, the rest we can discuss in Discord. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's it for the stream. I don't know if there's anything else to check, really. For UBL, that's it. If you have any questions about CDLA or BGMDL, if you have questions for BGMDL, ask Tim. If you have questions for CDLA, ask me. Oh, so bright. Right, that's it. Thanks guys for watching and participating. It's been pretty fun. Like it hasn't been a lot of like any effort at all. The most, well, the only effort was the beginning of the season, creating the teams. And then running the season was pretty easy. Just like set aside 10, 15, 20 minutes per day. Do the sims, post screenshots. That's it. Good question. Let's see here. CDLA draft 2055. There's Ben and Meyer. Meyer didn't make it in, so we can add Meyer. I added one per team. I added McPherson. Who won Finals MVP? Meyer. Yeah, we have to add the Finals MVP. We'll have to add him. But this is McPherson. He will be, what is it, 2055, so let's do 19-year-old, 31 overall. Actually not bad, but not ideal. No. Solid defensive IQs. So let's go kind of short for it. I hate power forward prospects. I hate them so much. We'll have to add Tyler Meyer, though. Respect the Finals MVP. Ooh, BGMDL drama. Also, it's not drama. But alright, see you guys around. I'm gonna finish the stream now. I don't know when it's gonna cut off. So yeah, good night or good evening, wherever you are.